Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Angelica, but you can call me Bethany. Welcome back to all of my returning subscribers and welcome to all of those of you who are new to my channel. I'm so excited that you stumbled across my channel. Get comfortable because we love talking about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and pretty much anything that I just thoroughly enjoy. I actually need to work on my intro because I always forget to tell you guys what this channel is about. I'm just like, oh, they're gonna see it. But I need to do better at telling you guys what this channel is about and also telling you guys to subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff. I just always forget. I'm like, okay, in 2023, we should know what to do if we like a channel. So I need to do better at doing that. So I'm going to remind you to subscribe, like, comment, share, do all the things if you are enjoying my content. So today we are doing something a little bit different than fashion today. We're actually going to be delving into some beauty and talking about one of my favorite things to talk about, and that is fragrance. I love fragrance, y'all. So just like my closet, I got rid of some fragrances as well. So I'm actually going to be able to tell you because it wasn't a whole lot, but there was a good chunk of perfumes that I did get rid of. So if you were like me, I'm kind of new into like the niche fragrance game. And so like if you don't know what niche fragrances are, it's a fragrance house that only makes fragrances, perfumes, colognes, things like that. And so I got rid of my designer fragrances. So that's fragrance houses. Well, I guess they're not fragrance houses, but normally they don't sell just fragrance. So you think of like your YSL, your Pradas, your Dolce & Gabbana, like those are fashion houses who so happen to sell fragrance as well. So I got rid of all of like those designer fragrances with the exception of one. I'm like looking at my collection right now. So anyway, so I want to talk about my fall fragrances today. And so these are pretty much just focused on my fall niche fragrances. This is like my favorite time of the year to wear my sweet fragrances, and these are actually my favorite fragrances. And like I said, I'm still kind of like a baby in the fragrance game. So my collection is not as extensive as, someone who really is an expert at fragrances. You think of like, Brittany from Pockets and Bows or Jackie Aina. Oh my gosh, her collection is extensive, and I know she's into fragrance because she has candles and things like that, but I aspire one day. Anyway, so I'm just gonna get into it. I'm not gonna mention these in any particular order. I'm just gonna go through all of my faves. So let's get into it. All right, so the first fragrance, actually we're gonna start off with a fragrance that I don't actually love, but I don't know that I would repurchase this one. And this is actually my only designer fragrance that I have left, but it's still kind of pricey. So this is my Tom Ford Lost Cherry fragrance. I like this. It smells like cherry. And I'm not gonna get into all the notes and all of that stuff. I'm gonna link all of these fragrances down below. So, if you want more details, they will be there. Like I said, I'm still like a baby into this fragrance game, so I don't know all the, how notes blend and things like that. I just know what I like, and I know it smells good on me, and what people like to smell on me. So yes, Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I bought this. This was like my first big girl fragrance purchase because this was a pretty penny. I will warn you, if you're not really used to like niche fragrances, they are not cheap. They are not cheap. They are not cheap. So don't be shocked by the price. They are just not cheap. So anyway, so this is technically a designer fragrance, but it is definitely on the higher side as far as the price point. It smells great. It actually matches my nails. It smells really good. I just don't think it's my thing. I actually mixed it with another fragrance that I'm going to mention here today. And I think it smells amazing with that. I layer a lot of my fragrances. I really like this fragrance. I just don't know that I would repurchase. It does smell like cherry and it's sweet. You'll notice too that you'll see a trend in my fragrances. I love sweet, gourmand, warm, cozy fragrances in the fall time. It's my thing. And my favorite fragrances are fall fragrances because they are so like sweet and thick and just delicious smelling. Anyway, so I like this. I just don't know that I would want to pay another. I think this was like 350. I just don't know if I would pay this again for this fragrance, but I like it. If you really like this fragrance, let me know down in the comments and let me know how you like. Do you mix it? Do you layer it? Like, how do you wear it? Next fragrance, and before I get even further into the fragrances, it takes me a while to like know what actually really smells good on me. So how I normally buy fragrances and how I choose fragrances, because fragrances are so personal and they are so unique to each person. And of course we know that, or if you don't know, fragrances tend to smell different on everybody. They're always going to smell different on everybody. So just because it smells good on one person doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to smell good on you, or you may not like it on you. You know what I mean? And also, if something, I'm going to mention some very popular fragrances in my collection. Just because something is popular does not mean that you're going to like it. And don't buy something just because, everybody's wearing it or it smells good on, people that you're around or that you smelled it on before. Just because it, smells good on them, it doesn't mean that you're going to like it on yourself. So don't buy stuff just because. Now, some people who are like really, they're experts in the fragrance game and they've been doing it for a while, they can blind buy. I do not suggest ever blind buying any fragrance, especially when they're expensive, because I think you can return fragrances. I've never done that just because I'm too scared to blind buy. Like, I have a whole process. Like, I go into the store, I spray it on like one of the little tester strips. And if I like it on the tester strip, then I'll spray it on me. And normally I don't buy the fragrance that day. Like, I walk around the mall. I leave the mall because you want to see how it changes throughout the day. Because as the fragrance warms up on your skin, it's gonna change. Like, the smell of it is gonna change. So I like to know how it smells all throughout the day. And also, fragrances smell different in the winter, in the fall, in the spring, in the summer. That's why you have, certain fragrances for certain seasons. A lot of y'all may already know this, but to the people that are new to the whole fragrance game and, maybe they're looking at some of these niche fragrances, I just want to make sure that when you're spending your money, you're spending it responsibly and you're not just spending it because other people have the fragrance and a lot of people wear it or they have it, and you think, oh well, if it smells good, if it smells good on them, it's going to smell good on me. No, that's not how, like, there's been plenty of times where I've smelled something on somebody else. I was like, ooh, I want to try that, and then I try it and I'm like, that smells awful on me. So just make sure that you are properly testing out these fragrances. And the thing about niche fragrances too, depending on the fragrance house, some of them are really complex. So again, they'll, you spray them, they'll dry down after 15 or 20 minutes. They may smell good, but then after it warms up, or warms up on your skin really good and really dries down, then it'll start to kind of change even throughout the day, and you'll start smelling different notes. And sometimes you may really love it, and then other times you may not. So just know that don't rush it. It's a pretty penny, so you don't want to just spend your money all willy-nilly, right? Anyway, so I just wanted to kind of tell you like how I choose my fragrances. And if y'all have any advice on how you choose your fragrance, let me know down in the comments, because that can help me too. So the next fragrance that I have, this is actually a newer fragrance in my collection. I actually bought it in the summer, thinking that this is going to be like my summertime fragrance. And then I wore it and I was like, no, this is a little sweet. See, it goes back to, making sure, like, testing your fragrances, making sure that they smell good, even all throughout the day during different seasons. They just kind of change. So anyway, it is La Capitale by the brand Xerjoff. Y'all, it smells so good. I absolutely love this fragrance, and the packaging is so gorgeous, right? I think it has notes of like strawberry, peaches, and even leather. Again, I'll link all this stuff so you can see all the notes. I think Xerjoff is one of the more complex fragrance houses because they just have so many different notes. Oh my goodness. Some people do wear this in the summertime. Like I said, I tried it in the summertime. I tried it in the like during the day and even at night. I just didn't, I don't know. It smelled too sweet or something. I don't know. It was just too sweet for me to wear in the summertime. So I was like, let me wait till it cools down a little bit. And when I started to wear this in the fall, I was like, oh, I like this. I like this. It just smelled, to me, it just smells a lot better in like the cooler fragrance or in the cooler months. Um, I would suggest wearing it at night. I think it's definitely more of a sweet, sultry, sexy type of scent. Um, People are definitely going to turn their heads. I have definitely gotten compliments on this. It's just a very unique smell. Like it doesn't smell like anything that I've ever smelled. Like I said, there's like hints of leather, so that automatically kind of just makes it a little bit more interesting. So anyway, I love this. This is a newer purchase. I definitely would recommend purchasing. But again, test it out. I'm probably going to say test it out before you buy, unless you are just like, you know, an expert at fragrance. But like I said, always test, test, test. But I love it and I highly recommend it. Okay, so this next fragrance is probably my fave. I don't know. I think it's like top three. Don't judge me because I'm almost out, but I'm gonna use every ounce before I repurchase. Anyway, this is Angel Share by the brand Killian. Like I said, like we are out, baby. There's still a couple. There's still some left. Okay, um, y'all, I love this fragrance. I just feel like if I had a signature fragrance, this would be it. Fragrance is not the easiest word to say. Um, Especially when you keep saying it. Anyway, this is probably, if I had a signature fragrance, this would definitely be it. It just smells so like, it literally smells like apples and like brandy, cognac. Hence kind of like the packaging, it kind of has like that like brandy glass or like brandy bottle look and feel. Um, Y'all, I just love this. It's just so like feminine, but it's sweet, but like not too sweet. Um, I just think it's so good. And you'll notice too, I layer a lot of my fragrances. I just love a little bit of complexity when it comes to my fragrances. I just like to layer and kind of give like and it also gives you like just like a new combo, and you're also kind of creating a new fragrance whenever you're mixing them. Anyway, so I love this fragrance. I normally wear this in the daytime. I don't really wear it at night, but I think you definitely can wear this at night, absolutely. But I normally wear this kind of on an everyday basis. I wear it into the office. I wear it to church. I wear it pretty much everywhere. Like I said, I don't really wear it at night just because. I mean, I definitely could, but I normally just stick to it in the daytime. But this is hands down like there's several different sizes. I probably should get the bigger size because I mean it's lasted for a long time. I bought this I bought this like 2 years ago, maybe. So it's lasted me. Like I said, I only wear it in the fall, winter. So I only wear it in one season or one or two seasons at a time. So it's lasted me for a while, and it still smells just as strong. The projection is really good. Um, yeah, I mean, I love this stuff. I cannot recommend this anymore. Like it is. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Definitely go put your nose on this. I think you will not regret it. It is so good. This next scent, everybody knows what this scent is. I mean, it doesn't really need the intro. It is Baccarat Rouge 540 from the house Maison Francis Kirk de Jean. This fragrance, I mean, everybody wears this fragrance. if you know fragrance, if you are very familiar with fragrances, especially niche fragrances, you probably have this in your collection. Some people don't love it. I remember when I first, when it first became popular and people were wearing it, I didn't know what it smelled like. I had never. This was around the time where I wasn't really into fragrances like that. And then I smelled it on somebody, and I was like, oh, I don't understand the hype. Like it didn't smell like anything. Like it just didn't smell like anything. And so then I went into the store and I smelled it. I didn't smell it on me. I just like smelled it on the little tester strip. And I was like, I mean, it's fine. It's okay. I also smelled, so this is the eau de parfum. I also smelled the extrait, and so it has like more of like a almond smell, more of like a amaretto smell. It was nice. It was nice. It was fine. And I was like, okay. And so then I didn't even spray it on me. I was just like, I started looking at other fragrances. So maybe a couple of months after that, and I think this all happened maybe last year. Maybe a couple of months after that, I went back in and I actually sprayed it on my skin. And I was like, oh, I see. I see. So sometimes, even if you don't love something on a strip or like on the tester strip, if you're just like, it smells okay, I think that's even enough. That's enough to even just be like, hey, let me just try this on my skin, because I was not that impressed with this off of my skin. And even like when I smell it now, I'm still like, it doesn't smell that great to me, it just doesn't smell that great in the bottle. But when I sprayed it on me, that's a different story. And this smells, even though like you can smell it in the air, but it still smells different on everybody, because sometimes I smelled it on my coworker and I didn't know that it was Baccarat. And I was like, you smell amazing. What is that? And she was like, Baccarat Rouge. And I was like, oh, really? So it smells amazing on people, it just smells different on everybody. So if you are not really impressed with this, in the bottle or on a tester strip, just try it on your skin and see how you like it. This is the OG. It's going to be in my collection. Just like Angel Share, it's just going to be a staple in my collection. It's always going to be here. So highly recommend just testing. If you don't, just testing on your skin. Just go into the store, see how it smells on you. I highly recommend just doing that. Even love this. So I think we're just gonna stay in that same fragrance house, Maison Francis Kurt de Jean. Also, this is we are running low. This is Gentle Fluidity Gold, y'all. If you know, you know. This is to me, it just smells precious. It smells like it's not. Oh my goodness, this just smells so good, y'all. It's sweet, not too sweet. It smells youthful, but like not immature. I don't. It just smells really good. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just, like I said, it has like a very youthful smell, but it's mature. Like I couldn't imagine like a 16-year-old wearing something like this, but it just smells youthful, but like grown women should be wearing it. You know what I mean? This is probably one of the more affordable fragrances from this line. It's still not cheap, but it's probably a little bit more affordable than the other ones. And I think this is actually a good intro into the Maison Francis Kurt de Jean line, period. Like I think this is a nice way to kind of step into it. It definitely leans very feminine. I would not wear this. I know a lot of fragrances are unisex. This is not unisex. This, to me, it leans more feminine. So I love this fragrance. I also mix this with a lot. I do mix this with Baccarat I mainly mix it with baccarat, and I think it's a very good combo. So I would highly recommend just, trying this out. I think you would really like it. It's not too complex. It's pretty simple. And I just think it's so, like I said, it smells very just like feminine and just fresh. And also, I would wear this year round. I wouldn't just relegate this to um, the fall or winter. I would probably actually do this like spring to fall. I don't even know if I would necessarily wear this in the wintertime because um, I don't know that it's heavy enough. But I think year round. We're going to say year round for sure. Okay, so we're still in the same fragrance house. We're still staying in the Mason Francis Kurkdjian fragrance house. But this next fragrance, it's not for the week. It is not for the week. This is Oud Satin Mood, and this is the Extrait de Parfum. Is that how you say it? This is the Extrait, yes. This is strong. Do you hear me? It is strong. It is also very powdery. Very, very powdery. This is definitely unisex. I think it's very unisex. I don't think it leans more feminine or masculine. I think when I first smelled it, I thought it was more feminine, but then I think I smelled it on a man. Like he tried it on and I was like, that smells nice on you. Like it didn't smell like he shouldn't have been wearing it. So I love this fragrance. Let me tell you, but it's strong. It is strong. You literally only need maybe a spray, maybe 2 sprays, maybe 2. You're pushing it with 3. I wore this last weekend. I went out to dinner with my friend, and a week ago, literally a week from today, I can still smell this on my seatbelt in my car. Like that's just how. And I had only sprayed like 2 pumps. And I mixed it with my baccarat, I believe. Now that I know how to wear it, I normally mix it with my baccarat. I just proceed with caution. I don't know that I would highly recommend, but it's definitely going to stay in my collection for sure. But I don't know that I would. You should just try it because it could lean. It could be too strong for some people. And I don't really like strong fragrances. This is probably the strongest fragrance that I have. And like I said, it's very powdery. But I love it. Like I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Like I love it. And I only wear it at night. I only wear this at night. Most of my fragrances I pretty much wear in the daytime, and sometimes I'll transition them into night. But this I only wear at night just because it's just way too strong. It's way too sultry, sexy. It's very I don't want to say overpowering. It's just people are gonna smell you when you walk by. And they're either gonna love it or I don't even think it's a love or hate. I think people genuinely or generally like this fragrance. It's just, like I said, it's just really strong. So try it out. Try it out. I love it. Like I said, it's gonna stay in my collection it's gonna be a staple in my collection, but it's gonna be kind of hard to get through it just because I only wear it at night, and I only wear it if I go out to dinner or something in the evening, and that's normally on the weekend, so I don't really get to wear it as much as I would like to wear it. But I mean, it smells amazing. Like I said, it's very powdery and it's very, very strong. And I like the way this smells from the bottle. It smells really good. It's just, not for the faint of heart. Anyway, test it out. So my next fragrance, I actually just discovered this fragrance this year. This is from the brand Montserrat, and it is Instant Crush, and this is the Eau de Parfum. I love this. It smells sweet. I actually bought this over the summer, again, thinking that it was going to be like a summer fragrance for me. No, it's just too sweet. but it smells like, I'm about to date myself, but if y'all know what, like Avon, there was an Avon lotion. Do y'all remember Avon lotions that people used to sell? We used to wear them all the time, like me and like my sister and my mom. Like we used to wear Avon a lot, but I can't remember the. It was like midnight something. It was like in a blue bottle. Anyway, if you know what I'm talking about, that's what this smells like to me. It smells so good. It has like a. It's like it's all of these are sweet. It's sweet. I don't know the notes. Again, I'm gonna link it down below. But I feel like this is not super strong. So I literally, this is the fragrance. I think I mentioned earlier when I was talking about the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I mix these together, and I think it smells. It's such a beautiful blend. But I mix this with pretty much all of my fragrances. Not the satin oud or oud satin mood. I haven't tried that yet, but I might. But all my other fragrances, I pretty much mix this with it. This is like kind of like the topper. I just think it smells so good because it's sweet, but it's also soft. Like it's very soft. It's almost like, I don't want to say cotton candy. Cotton candy is wrong, but it is very sweet. And I don't know. I just love it. It's again, it doesn't project a lot, but it just mixes very well with like other fragrances. So I when I first bought it, I wore it by itself, but then I started. You'll see. I mean, as you can see, I mix most of my fragrances together. But this is to me, this is definitely a fragrance that I don't feel like can stand alone, just because it's so soft. But I still love it. Like this will probably stay in my collection. It'll also stay in my collection because this is like a 4 ounce bottle, and it was like 180. So that's pretty affordable for a niche fragrance house. And you get a lot there. If you're getting a 4 ounce bottle of any perfume, any fragrance, and it's niche, honey, it ain't gonna be cheap. It's definitely not gonna be $200. But this is really good. I really love this. I think it leans. I think it's unisex. I definitely think it's unisex. Like to me, it probably leans a little bit more feminine, but I think it still has like a little bit of like cologne-y, masculine hints. I highly recommend this because, like I said, it smells really soft. It's not offensive. It's not strong. It doesn't project a whole lot. You kind of have to really get close up on the person to really smell it. But I think it's just a really good fragrance. And like I said, I think you could wear this year round, but I wore it in the summertime and it just felt sticky. I don't know. I didn't like it. But I'm loving it in these cooler months. So, and like I said, this is a newer fragrance for me. I just bought it this summer, and I really like it. So I highly recommend. Definitely try it out. So my last fragrance, I have not a love-hate, but a love-like relationship with this. This is the Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. I think this is the fragrance that I think people were saying that Rihanna wears, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, when I say this smells like straight up marshmallows, straight up marshmallows, like literally. But it smells. So the reason I said I have a love like, because I don't hate it. Sometimes I really love it. Sometimes I'm like, girl, I don't know. I don't know why you purchased this. I really don't know why I purchased it. Like, again, it smells good, but it's just really unique. It's just so, why would you wear that? I don't even know why I purchased this. But I think there's a time and place, like there is a time and place for this. This actually smells amazing with the Montserrat Instant Crush. I think because this is sweet, it's not super sweet. This is just, like I said, straight up sugar and marshmallows. I think this kind of mellows this one out. I think this mellows out a lot of like sweeter fragrances. What am I talking about? I'm not going to highly recommend this, but I think this is something that I'm going to keep in my fragrance collection just because it's different. I don't really get compliments. I don't really get compliments on it. Just again, it's just really sweet. But I love it sometimes, and other times I'm just like, why did I purchase this? I haven't put like a. I mean, I put a pretty big dent in. I've had it for a while, so yeah. I just like I said, I think one of the top notes is marshmallows. Um, like I said, it's just very unique. It's very different. Yes, it's a different scent. I definitely encourage you to try it. Just test it out, see how you like it. But I do think most people probably this is a really popular fragrance. Um, I don't really know why it's popular. So it's just probably because Rihanna, the whole Rihanna thing. But I think just by itself, it's just a little bit much. Anyway, try it out. Let me know how you like it. So those are all of my favorite fall fragrances. That's a lot to say. That I have in my collection right now. I do have my wish list, and there are a couple on my wish list that I really want. The number one fragrance that I want it so bad. I actually have like a little sample of it, but it is, and I'll just put it somewhere on the screen. But it is Saffronade by Parfums de Marly. This smells similar to. It is not. It's nowhere near as sweet as the Love Don't Be Shy, but it does have marshmallow notes in it. But it's a lot more like gourmand and a lot more. It's just not as like in your face. It's a lot softer. It projects very well. I've tested it out several times. I've gotten compliments, and I've also mixed it with the Montserrat Instant Crush. Like I said, I mix this with pretty much all of my fragrances. Like it just smells so good. Um, Saffronade is definitely on my wish list. I want that so bad. I love that scent. Anyway, so those are all of my fall fragrances. Let me know which ones you have, which ones that you've tried, the ones that you love. If you didn't see any of your favorite fragrances in this video, let me know, comment down below. And also, I'm not like not wearing designer fragrances. I still, like certain designer fragrances. It's just the ones that I had, I just got rid of because I didn't really wear them anymore, and I didn't want them to just sit. So if you have designer fragrance recommendations, put them down below. Let me know. Let's chat in the comments. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day, rest of the week, whenever you are watching this. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.